Hi everybody, Al Linder here. You know, I'm really proud to be a part of the Young Angler program. And today, you're going to see something really exciting, something that's never been done before. Don't go away, the action is just about ready to begin.
The world's best walleye anglers, competing in the world's most prestigious walleye circuit. This is the In-Fisherman Professional Walleye Trail, featuring fierce head-to-head competition in 2 Super Pro and 4 regional qualifying events, culminating in the most sought-after title in competitive walleye fishing, the In-Fisherman Professional Walleye Trail Championship. On today's show, we have a unique opportunity to take a look at the hottest development in youth fishing, the Young Angler Tournament Series. We'll learn how the AYA was started and how it's grown over the years. Then, hear about the future plans to continue its growth and development. We'll also take a look back at the 2007 season and the championship. But first, let's find out what the AYA is.
Young Angler is a competitive fishing event where teams go out and fish against one another. The adult angler partners up with 2 youth anglers 17 years old or younger, and they go out just like the pros do and compete against 40 other teams in their region. From there, they can win a Lund boat, Mercury outboard, and a Shorelander trailer, and then compete in the International Championship, which is hosted here in Kenora on Lake of the Woods.
It all started in 1998 in Lac du Bonnet, Manitoba, Canada, with 1 event and 6 teams. Word spread, and growth was inevitable.
Within the first 5 years, it grew into 5 events, and then last year, the 8th year, it grew into 8 events. And the 10th year, we have 10 events.
In 2007, the AYA program became international, hosting 2 events in the United States.
For the first 9 years that the Young Angler was in existence, it was only held in Canada. Last year, we had 8 Canadian regional events. This year, for the first time, we were able to go south of the border and introduce this program to the United States. And the first event ever in the U.S. was held in Hennepin, Illinois, and the second one was in Grand Rapids, Minnesota. And they both blew them out of the park, and it was a great, great deal, and the kids had a blast, and I have no doubt that it's going to get bigger and bigger.
You know, the first 2 that we introduced into the United States, that's just the beginning. Our dealers right across North America want to host these, therefore we're just going to continue to grow.
With its early success, the AYA has drawn great support from the professional fishing community.
It's really important to get the kids out there on the water fishing early as you can. I started when I was 3 years old with my grandpa and dad, so I know the value of it. It keeps kids interested in fishing in the outdoors, and there's so many other bad things that kids can get into nowadays. If you can show them how to have fun in the outdoors and fish or any other activities, it will keep them in the outdoors, and you know right where they are because they're enjoying something that you enjoy too.
And I'd heard about Young Angler, and I got to be honest, I have a grandson and I can't wait to fish it with him. So anyway, they gave me a call and said, would I come down and do a seminar on the cruise and also be one of the guide boats here on the lake? And I said, man, I'd love to do that. And so every year it's just got better and better and better, and hopefully I keep getting asked back.
I'll tell you, the whole thing about, I think, being an adult and fishing is, we think back when we were youth and people took us fishing. And think to yourself how great an event it is when you take young people fishing and introduce them to fishing in a proper etiquette on the water, how to use a rod and reel, how to reel in a big fish, how to catch a big fish. It's all about youth involved in fishing because we need them. We need those young kids in fishing today, and we need them tomorrow. And that's the whole thing. When you're sitting thinking about it, you need to be someone that participates.
You know, there's so many distractions in today's world with all the computer games and different opportunities for our kids to get distracted from being part of the great outdoors. It's very important that we bring them out and get them involved in fishing. And a venue like this, the competitive spirit of fishing at the Young Angler, does just that.
It's not only about the fishing. Something else that I've witnessed at these events is the opportunity for the parents to bond with these children and they're all walking away with their arms around their kids, and their kids are proud to be with their dad or their mom, and it's a true experience for the family.
Hey fellow fishermen, if you're anything like me, there's nothing better than taking home that big trophy from a fishing tournament, but there is something better. Fishing an AYA tournament with your kids, your niece, your nephew, any child that you can introduce to the wonderful sport of fishing. The AYA Professional Tournament Trail is tailored for kids and for anglers just like you. Keep the sport alive and look for an AYA event near you and register today.
When we return, we head to Kenora, Ontario, Canada for the 2007 Angler Young Angler Championship. Welcome back to the Professional Walleye Trails presentation of the Angler Young Angler Tournament Series. In order to qualify for the AYA Championship, each team had to first win their regional events. As we jump into the championship action, let me tell you where each team came from. The first event of the year took place at Fort Qu'Appelle, Saskatchewan on May 20th.
Over the last while, we've been catching quite a few fish. I think we're going to put fish in the boat. It's a matter of getting the right bite. And, you know, if we have a number of 19 or 20-inch fish, I think we're in the running.
Yeah, big enough?
Oh, it's bigger than what we got.
That's a nice fish. Not that bad.
It's something that gives me the opportunity to get out and spend eight hours a day, you know, fishing with my son. And there's not many other days that you get to do that, spend that amount of time, you know, in that confined quarters with your son, just doing something you both enjoy doing. And again, introducing some younger lads to the sport along the way.
The action was fast and furious, and in the end, we had our first qualifiers for the championship.
Grayson and I have been fishing it for about 5 years now. Our partner that we had before couldn't make it. Young Caden filled in, and we were lucky enough to catch a couple big fish in a regional event, and here we are.
The second event of the year was held at Red Lake, Ontario.
Can't tell what it is. There we go. A little better. Not much. A little better. Well, that's what we do. We catch 3 and replace 3. That's why it's called. That's why it's called teamwork. A little bit more weight. There we go. A little bigger. Take him. Take that out. Yeah, I got him. Okay. Keep it up. Pull your head up. There you go. No, that's bigger than what we got. That's 2 replaced.
The competitors caught walleyes all day long.
Yeah, let's see yours. Taking the kids out, enjoying themselves.
Getting away from mom for a bit.
It's, you know what? It's a competition, but you know what? It's
a lot of fun.
It's for fun.
Next on the list was Hennepin, Illinois. This was the first AYA event ever to be held in the United States. What a success it was, with walleyes being caught left and right.
All right. Okay, bring the rod back. There's our 3.
When all was said and done, we had our third team for that championship. The next AYA was held in Chateauguay, Quebec. Although the native tongue is French, there is still one universal call. Plenty of walleyes kept them smiling all day long. And in the end, we had our 4th team for the championship. After that, it was off to Lac du Bonnet, Manitoba, home to the inaugural AYA event. Lac du Bonnet was a proud host with a multitude of walleyes to be enjoyed. From there, we went north, way north, all the way to Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories. Walleyes aren't the only fish swimming in Lake of the Woods.
Oh!
Although there's big walleye as well.
Geez, feels like it must be a nice one. Oh, it is a nice one. Good work, Garrett. 1 for the live well.
At the end of the day, we had our 6th qualifier for the championship.
Went out in the morning and went to the windy side of the lake and dropped anchor and put in our time. We didn't really move all day, and we managed to catch 3 walleye, and that was enough at the end of the day.
After that, it was back to the States and Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
You'll see some nice walleyes caught throughout the daytime. You'll see great fishing at night. But the one thing about Pwt Aya, no matter what the weather is, you can always go catch fish. So we're looking forward to a great day for the young anglers here on Pwt Aya Lake.
Although walleye are the main target, it's still fun to just catch fish, as they prove here with this bass. The walleye landed here could give them a chance to be the first international AYA champions. Happening simultaneously on the 7th of July were Lac La Biche, Alberta and Dryden, Ontario. Even though these events were held many miles apart, there was still the common goal of catching fish and having fun.
Right on.
It's not too hard to achieve those goals when you're landing eyes like this.
He's a little better. Gotta like it. Good job, guys.
When the day drew to an end, we had 2 more qualifiers for the AYA Championship.
Having fun and catching the big fish.
3 big fish, right?
Yeah, 3 big fish.
The final regional event took place at Travers Dam, Alberta. Considerably different than their home waters, Lake of the Woods offers lots of new experiences.
First bass I've ever caught.
And this was our final qualifier for the AYA Championship in Kenora, Ontario.
To meet a lot of pro fishermen and people talking about fishing and just all the good stuff. It's just the environment's just all about fishing. It's just awesome.
Now there's probably a lot of viewers out there enjoying the footage today, but why are you out there watching and not out here participating? Angler Young Angler is a great way to get kids outdoors, get them on the water, and do some competitive angling as a family. It's a wonderful event.
Hey, don't go away. We're coming right back with some more fishing action at the AYA Championship.
Welcome back to the Professional Walleye Trails presentation of the Angler Young Angler Tournament Series.
Hey kids, you know I spent my entire life fishing for fun and competing in tournaments. And now through the AYA program, you too can experience the fun, the thrill of fishing in a big-time tournament yourself. Hey, check the local events in your area and register today.
Arriving in Kenora, Ontario for the AYA Championship, each team gathered aboard the MS Kenora dinner cruise for their official welcome and rules meeting. Now, besides spending some time getting to know some of the other teams, Lund Pro Gord Pizer gave a special presentation on some different walleye tactics that could be applied the following day when each team headed out on Lake of the Woods for a chance at the grand prize.
The winners here, it's a group of 6, up to 6 people. They're getting a full week of fishing here at Totem Lodge. Transportation to and from airports, fully guided, all meals, accommodation, the whole 9 yards for fishing. They'll have a fantastic week. The prize value that we put on this trip for Lund in this tournament was in the area of $25,000. It's a great prize, and we're looking so much forward to them coming and us hosting their trip.
Blasting off at 8 a.m., each team is equipped with a Lund 1700 Pro Sport, with 5 being powered by 90-horse Mercury outboards and 5 with Phaser stern drive engines powered by GM. Needless to say, getting around on the water isn't an issue to be concerned with. In today's contest, we have Team Dryden, Ontario, representing Rigis. Team Lac La Biche, Alberta, representing Soarlander. Team Grand Rapids, Minnesota, representing Gemini. Team Yellowknife, Northwest Territories, representing Adventures North. Team Red Lake, Ontario, representing Lund. Team Travers Dam, Alberta, representing In Fisherman. Team Hennepin, Illinois, representing Phaser, powered by GM. Team Chateauguay, Quebec, representing Totem Lodge. Team Lac du Bonnet, Manitoba, representing Minn Kota. And Team Fort Capel, Saskatchewan, representing Mercury Marine. Although catching fish and beating other teams is always fun, the main objective of Angler Young Angler is to introduce and educate young anglers to competitive sport fishing in a fun environment surrounded by family and friends, while creating memories that will last a lifetime.
What do you like best about this whole time?
Going out on the lake with my dad, fish and stuff.
With all the smiles and fun these kids are having, it doesn't take a genius to figure out how easily this objective is met.
You know, it's about having the kids in the boat. Like today, had the kids out there and we landed, it was a nice fish, like a 3-pound walleye. And we landed it and they netted it. And I said, you know what, guys, I bet you're leading the tournament. And they look at me like, well, you think we're really leading? I said, absolutely, I bet you're in first place right now. That's the fun of fishing these kind of events. You know, you see the pro stuff, and the pros all cutthroat. You know, guys not talking and not sharing water and worried about someone's encroaching on my spot, and they won't talk about what they're using. And then the kids get up on stage. There are no secrets. And we had a team pull up today. We both came at the same time, one of the teams from Illinois. And here we 4 boats on the area. We're laughing and kibitzing. And then one of the smallest kid in the boat, I think he's about 5, 6 years old, gets a 4-pound smallmouth. And everybody's cheering up in the water. Can you imagine in a $100,000 Bassmaster PWT, all the guys cheering because the competitor caught a fish?
Approaching the 3:30 deadline, the boats started heading back to the docks, where they're greeted by fans as Andrew Klopak does a check on each team's catch. Then, it's time for the weigh-in, where we'll find out who will win the luxurious Totem Resorts prize package.
We've been in a great partnership with Lund for 30 years now, and with the involvement that Lund has with the AYA, it was just an incredible opportunity for Totem Resorts to share in their success of the tournament. There's a lot of tournaments for adults around the country and on various lakes, and there's very few for kids, and we commend Lund for involving kids in the future of tournament fishing and fishing in general, and we're just very honored to be a part of that.
Hey, don't go away. You won't want to miss what's coming up next.
Welcome back to the Professional Walleye Trails presentation of the Angler Young Angler Tournament Series. With the day over, it's time for the final weigh-in with professional angler Greg Stapon and Lund President Andrew Klopak announcing.
Hi, welcome to the 2007 International Angler Young Angler Championship. Our first team to weigh in is from Red Lake, Ontario, and if you want to see him weigh in, I want to hear some noise. Come on.
It's about exactly what it's designed to do, and that's get kids out on the water, give them a great outdoor experience. They're doing it with an adult, they're doing it with other kids. They come down to the weigh-in, you know, and the weigh-in set up just perfectly so every team kind of has a chance to get sitting down in the winner's chair. And that's what it's all about for, you know, even if it's only a minute or 2 minutes a day, every kid is a winner. They think they're on top of the world, and you know what? They are on top of the world.
Craig, we have a problem here. Oh my goodness! We only have 2 fish. Only 2 fish in the... But can you hold... Holy crow, you gotta hold this baby up. Check this hog out! Woo! There's a lake in the woods, boy! Check out that baby! I'm guessing 14. 14.70! 14.70 in the New Year's! Grand Rapids, Minnesota.
Even though they took over the lead, not catching their limit for the day could hurt.
Is this going to come back to haunt them, being short 1 fish? Strategically, should they went and looked for a little peanut, another pound or half a pound? The story is going to be told on this next weigh-in. Here's the moment of truth.
10.96. All right. Our 2007 national champions.
Well done, Team Grand Rapids, Minnesota, winner of the first ever International Angler Young Angler Championship.
Well, we just thought it'd be fun to fish with our kids, you know. Just, that's what it's all about. Again, I can't thank Lund enough and thank Brunswick and everything. It's just awesome. In the city of Kenora, I mean Canada, this thing is just awesome up here. But I wanted to just make it a great experience to fish with your kid. It's not about getting frustrated. It's not about any of that. It's about keeping everybody light in the boat and having a good time. It doesn't matter if you catch 0 or catch 100, you're in your boat with your kids, and that's important.
It's over, and it was a huge success. I couldn't have asked for anything more. Everyone's going home with big smiles on their faces, and it was a lot of work, but boy, did it ever pay off, and it was worthwhile.
Hi, friend. Hey, we need your support. Your support to continue to grow the sport of fishing. The Angler Young Angler program is reaching thousands of kids across North America. To ensure the future of this industry, we need to reach more kids. Through the growth of the AYA program, get involved today and make a difference. It's more than the sport of fishing. It's the love of nature, it's family, it's friends, it's creating memories that'll last a lifetime.
It's growing tremendously, and it's a great program. Everybody loves it. Everyone walks away smiling, and it's all about the kids. The bottom line is the kids have a blast. We make them look like superstars, and they feel like champions.
Angler Young Angler is a not-for-profit organization, and we couldn't do it without the support that we get from our dealers and all the great volunteers. A ton of pro fishermen get behind us and support us and help us run these events. And of course, without Michelle Trudeau, the executive director, we just couldn't get done what we do. Thank you so much to everybody behind the Angler Young Angler.
Hey, I sure hope you enjoyed this year's championship as much as I had. And we sure look forward to seeing you at an AYA event next year. Hey, from all of us here, you have a good, safe fishing season. We'll see you on the water.
That will conclude today's special presentation of the Angler Young Angler Tournament Series. If you have a child or know of a kid that you'd like to introduce to competitive sport fishing, there's no better way than signing up for an AYA event. To find out where the nearest tournament is or how you can become involved, be sure to visit the website at www.angleryoungangler.ca.